Hello, everyone. It's Bob McCraney with This Month in Realty, and today I'm super honored to have back Marnetta Arnett. Now, Marnetta, as you'll remember, was with Remax Town and Country in the North Orlando, Florida area. So, Marnetta, tell us a little bit about the market in North Orlando.
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Bob. The Florida market is so hot right now. We have a lot of buyers moving here from up north, but this year it seems to be particularly crazy. We talk about the balanced market of a buyer's market or versus a seller's market. No doubt we are in a strong seller's market right now. So a balanced market, you hear people talk about how many months of inventory are available. So 4 to 6 months of inventory is considered balanced. What does that even mean? That means if all the houses for sale right now sold, if you have 4 to 6 months of inventory, in 4 to 6 months, every house would have sold and you would have none. So balanced market. We are so strong into a seller's market, it's crazy. I looked at Seminole and Volusia County, because that's mostly where I work. And I just did single family homes to kind of keep the math simple because I like simple math. In October of 2019, a year ago, we were already in a very strong seller's market. So last year, 2476 homes, almost 2,500 homes were actively listed for sale, single family homes in Seminole and Volusia County. And what sold in that period and went pending, 938. So that gave us like 2.4 months worth of inventory, about 2.5 months of inventory last year. This year, if there are less homes for sale, there's 1,575 homes for sale in October, and of those, 1,422 sold. So now we have half as many homes available. It's like a little over 1 month of inventory that we have available. We are in a very strong seller's market.
Excellent. Excellent. And good numbers there. So what about sellers who are in forbearance?
Oh, that's a really good question. There's a lot of sellers who, when the COVID hit and everybody was shut down, people were out of their jobs, they had a lot of hardships. And they were able to do a forbearance on their loan. It means different things to different lenders in different situations. But you didn't have to do much to prove you needed forbearance. And what the lenders did was they worked with sellers, and there's no foreclosures during this period. However, you have to be careful because sometimes, depending on your lender, depending on the type of loan, the interest payments continued. Sometimes there were penalties that still accrued. So if someone is thinking of selling a home, they need to check about all that before they actually can close on the house. And the numbers are the same no matter how you want to mix and match them. We are in a very strong seller's market.
Excellent. Excellent. And good numbers there. So what about sellers who are in forbearance?
Oh, that's a really good question. There's a lot of sellers who, when the COVID hit and everybody was shut down, people were out of their jobs. They had a lot of.
So they would need to find out from their lender when they get out of forbearance.
They should talk to their lender always, because the lender is going to give them some great information. And if their lender is not able to help them, what a lot of people are afraid of is, are they thinking of foreclosing? I've talked to some people, unfortunately, recently, who just quit making their payments when their money ran out. That's never a good idea.
Excellent.
And now they're behind in their payments. They didn't claim a forbearance, so it's a lot more difficult to get them out of the situation.
Okay, so that leads to the next question, which is, are we going to see like another 2008 situation where banks are foreclosing and short sales are going to become very common and just be everywhere?
That's a good question. So it may be that some people, foreclosure may be the answer for them, but for so many people, that's like the last resort. So many people have equity in their homes. It's not like in 2008, people were upside down. They had to do a short sale. The short sale was because they didn't have enough equity in the home to cover what they owed. They owed $300,000 for their home. The home is now, say, worth $250,000. No one was going to pay them $300,000 for a home that's only worth $250,000. So we would go to the bank and say, will you take this $250,000 offer and forgive the rest? Will you take this short payment, which is what the definition of a short sale was? But people have equity now, and you have equity. It means you don't have to do a short sale, but maybe you do need to sell to recapture your equity instead of turning it over to the bank. The foreclosure should be the last resort someone should take. It's not going to be 2008. I don't believe it's going to be like the Wild West. There may be some foreclosures, and that's a shame, but a lot of people are going to be able to work with their lender, restructure their loan, do some kind of a modification. There's a lot of options. I would be delighted to talk to anybody about this situation. I can help you figure out how much equity do you have in your home? Even the one I recently sold, they just bought their house last year, but they had enough equity in the house to be able to sell it, and they're still going to make a little profit and cover all their closing costs. So
Good.
it's just know the numbers, know the information. I'd be glad to sit down with anybody over the phone or the Zoom call or come to you, and let's find out where your equity position is on your house before you lose it to a foreclosure.
Right.
If
So
you know,
that leads.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll say if you know anybody who's struggling or concerned, back in 2008, I helped way more people save their homes, I'm sure, than what we helped them sell it in a short sale. Sometimes people just don't know there's an answer for them.
Okay, so that's a great lead into the next question. How does somebody reach you?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. Me, I'm at 407-928-8652, or you can email me. You can find me if you want to.
Okay, one more time with the phone number.
407-928-8652.
Okay, this has been This Month in Realty. Tune in next month to hear more from Marnetta and real estate experts around the United States and Canada. Take care.
Thank you so much, Bob. Bye-bye.